Coming up tonight, the Phillies starting a 3-game series with those Boston Red Sox.
Ground ball left side, base hit to left center field. Here comes Castellanos. He'll score. RBI single for JT.
Plus, we're just 10 days away from the Major League Baseball trade deadline.
And he'll make the basket catch.
So where should the Phillies focus their priority?
Fly ball, right field. Going back is Soler. It is gone!
And what about Kyle Schwarber?
Paid a man a blank check. There's nothing left to discuss.
And it's not Monday. It's Jamie Apodi Monday. So let's get right to it. What time is it?
It's time to get fantastic!
From Fox 29 News, this is the Phantastic Sports Show, presented by NJM. No jingles or mascots, just great insurance.
Happy Monday to you. Hope it was a fantastic weekend as we start another fantastic week, joined by Jamie Apodi.
There we go, Fred.
Let's not beat around the bush. Why is your son Tanner wearing a boxing gloves?
I can't believe you guys showed that. That's hilarious. Oh, because he broke his pinky.
Okay, but he's wearing a boxing glove.
Exactly. He broke his pinky and needed 2 pins put in it.
Wow.
So yeah, I didn't know he'd be wearing a boxing glove either.
But now he's okay. He's on the mend.
He's on the mend. I mean, it was a very, very serious inflatable water slide injury.
Do you think he's going to be a light heavyweight or a bantamweight, or what are we looking at here,
I told
Jamie?
his brothers to stay away because now he actually has a way that he could kill
He's got
them.
a lethal weapon attached to his side, but he's on the mend. He's going to be all right.
He is. We can't go to Hawaii anymore, but yes, he's good.
So you can spend more time with us.
That's why I'm here.
Let's get to it tonight. What do we have coming up on the Fantastic Sports Show? Jamie, since you were here from the beginning tonight, can you read off what we have going on?
You're going to see if I still know how to read.
Let's go.
A win's a win, because anyway it happens. It happened tonight for the Phillies, right? 10 days till the trade deadline. That's coming up quickly, so we're going to talk about that. And we're going to go around the NFL and talk news. And hopefully, I hear we're going to hear from Jerry Jones.
I'm a little concerned about Jerry.
One of my favorite characters.
Jerry's starting to slide a little bit. Yeah,
Starting.
He's dancing with the devil. You guy, can't wait to hear this. If you want to join the conversation tonight, 215-915-PHAN, fox29.com/upload. Phillies win a game tonight in a way that has not happened in Major League Baseball in 54 years, and they did it in an inning where they didn't hit a baseball.
After review, the call on the field is overturned. There is catcher's interference.
Wow! The Phillies have won on a catcher's interference.
Hey, tag your bags.
Baseball is amazing.
As we tee things up on the Fantastic Sports Show with Jamie Apodi, it has not happened since August 1st of 1971. A game ends on an interference walk-off call.
Where were you that night?
Can I tell people that I was 8 years old? But no, I don't recall that game. Well, like Rob Thompson even said tonight after the game, and we're going to show you the play, that he's seen 2 things happen this year that he hasn't seen happen in 40 years. This tonight, and then a catcher hitting an inside-the-park walk-off 3-run homer.
That was unbelievable. It was crazy the way John Kruk said it. He said the best contact the Phillies made all inning was Sosa against the catcher's glove, which is true. They didn't hit a ball. They won the game. And the craziest thing about that, too, is it was a check swing.
Well,
he wasn't going to hit the ball.
Does he almost look like he's trying to make the interference?
It looked like it to me.
That he was trying to make the contact there?
You know, it was one of those that, like, he wasn't – that wasn't even like the catcher got in the way with a potential base hit. That he checked his swing anyway. So good on us.
It was going to be a ball. It was going to even the count at 2-2 with the bases loaded, nobody out. But just the fact that, Jamie, in 54 years, this hasn't happened.
It's crazy. Bases loaded in extra innings.
And this is the kind of game, don't you kind of feel like this is the kind of game that the Phils sputtered out this weekend against the Angels? You kind of win games like this at home. Isn't this kind of like an adrenaline shot?
I think so. I think when weird things happen in a season and memorable weird things happen, like you said, the inside the park home run, it kind of sets you up to think that maybe this is a special season.
And they needed a little spark, a little something. Well, let's walk through the entire 10th inning because, as I said, they didn't even hit a baseball in that 10th inning to win the game. So they start with that stupid rule with the runner at second.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. We'll talk about that in a second.
All
Otto
right.
Kemp draws the walk. So now you have first and second. Jordan Hicks, not the Eagles' former linebacker, but Jordan Hicks throws a pitch behind Max Kepler. So now you move runners up to third and second. They walk Kepler intentionally, and then Sosa, he says it's catcher's interference. The umpire didn't call it. Rob Thompson had to challenge it.
Well, it was very obvious.
Rob Thompson had to challenge it, and they said, yeah, it's interference. Rob Thompson said he didn't even see it at first. He said, I could tell by Edmundo Sosa's reaction, though, we've got to challenge this. So the Phillies, through the whole sum and total, do not hit a baseball. Do not touch a baseball.
They didn't foul a baseball off.
They get that stupid rule that puts a runner at second to start the 10th.
It worked, though.
I know it worked.
How are you against a rule that works like this?
Don't tell me you like that rule.
I did tonight.
You did. Let's go to fan cam.
As the old adage goes, in baseball, you never know what's going to happen next. In over 50 years of watching baseball, I've never seen a game end on catcher's interference. So this is definitely a first for me. But a great win for the Phils, great pitching performance by Wheeler, and the bullpen came through for a change. Let's go, Phils!
And let's talk about, he mentioned the bullpen, the top of the 10th, because the Red Sox got that same stupid rule that starts with a runner at second.
Well,
And this batter has a 2-0 count, strikes out. You've got to hit the ball to the right side and move the runner to third. So now you're forced to get a base hit. So what do? They get a nice defensive play from Trey Turner. Yeah, he hops it over. Bryce makes the play. Yeah. And then you strike out the end of the inning. Max Lazar winds up getting his first major league win out of this whole thing tonight. And then the stupid rule puts Marsh at second base, but Jamie says it's not stupid because
well, I'm only saying it's not stupid because, look, I mean, the Red Sox had the same chance to win it that the Phillies did, and they didn't. They couldn't do it.
Once again, they didn't hit a ball.
They didn't hit a ball.
Hit the one grounder to second base.
It worked out.
And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't like a lot of the new rules about baseball. I'm a kind of an old school purist type thing. I don't like the pitch clock. I don't like all this stuff. But if you're going to change it all, then hey, they're trying to speed up the game. This speeds up the game, right? I mean, you remember how many extra innings games did we used to watch that would go on until 3 in the morning?
Been there, slept through them, and woke up in time to cut highlights.
There you go. Doesn't happen anymore.
No. So move on. The Phils got to win. The Mets got to win though, and unfortunately stayed within a half game of the Phils. This is a bizarre night for the Mets. They tie the game here on the 2-run single. This is a win for the Mets, though, that keeps them kind of in it because
that bothers me.
They were down 4-0 today, and they came back and win the game. And this play right here, the forces of the winning run, is ruled as an error on the catcher.
No.
Logan O'Hoppe, they ruled that as an error on the catcher.
I don't agree with that.
O'Hoppe, the Mets were down at 1 point, 4-0. They come back and win. So the Phillies, if we can take a look at the standings, the Phillies now still with that half-game lead over the Mets. And you kind of just feel like there's clear separation right now, obviously. You keep waiting for the Braves to do something. They can't. The Nationals are done. This is what we're going to talk about, the trade deadline coming up. That's why these two teams might be in a bidding war.
They will.
Somebody could wind up with home field advantage. Somebody could wind up, and somebody's going to wind up as a wild card as a result as well, and not have home field advantage.
And it's crazy how similarly they've played recently. They're both 5-6 in their last 11, neck and neck. So I don't like that the Angels have been playing great. I was really counting on them to beat the Mets tonight.
They're in the wild card race. We're going to talk about the trade deadline coming up. I want to bring up something from Saturday night, Jamie. Kyle Schwarber hits hits the grand slam when the Phils beat the Angels on Saturday. And John Kruk, after the game, said to him, "You embody Philadelphia more than any player that I know right now." And he's got a point. And this was Kyle's reaction after the game.
I just try to enjoy it every single day, right? That's the thing that we can only do. It's going to end at some point, so might as well enjoy it while we're here and play as hard as you can.
What do you take out of Kyle making that kind of comment?
I know what you're probably thinking. You're thinking that means he's not here next year.
I'm going to use it for the analysis.
I'm taking it as he's looking big picture, and he's trying to appreciate every moment as he gets them. I don't think this means he's going to go back to his hometown Cincinnati Reds.
Is he more beloved than Bryce Harper?
I think so. And I think having been in the clubhouse and seen it, I think one of the reasons is, and not that Harper's not a good clubhouse guy, because he is, but there's something about Schwarber. He's like any team in baseball could use a Schwarber.
Yep.
He's like the heart and soul of a clubhouse. He's like the way Brandon Graham was for the Eagles or a Jason Kelsey.
That's why he'll be back next year.
100%.
We're talking more about Kyle Schwarber. We're talking trade deadline with Jamie Apodi. If you want to join the conversation, 215-915-PHAN. More Phillies talk after this.
We're in first place. We have a chance to make the postseason, and that's what you hope that will happen. So, in that sense, but like any club, we can get better at certain spots.
Dave Dombrowski, the president of baseball operations, talking before the game today. Does anybody have a harder job in Philadelphia right now, Philadelphia sports, than Dave Dombrowski?
No, because I don't think he's ever going to do enough. Because we want the world.
And we don't want to give up anything.
And we don't want to give up anything. We want to get it all for free. We want it to fall from the sky, which you can do if you bring up, if Justin Crawford shows up here, if Andrew Painter becomes Cy Young, then you do that. Then you don't need to give up anything.
But are you ready to give those guys up? That's the question.
No, he's not giving those guys up.
Dave is staring out 10 days from the Major League Baseball trade deadline. And this team, you and I were talking off the air, it's an interesting clubhouse. It's an interesting team right now. Don't you feel like, I don't know how big the move is, but there are pieces, not a piece, but pieces missing. And maybe one of those pieces is David Robertson, who the Phillies signed today. You give me a little bit of that wince. You're giving me a Jamie Apodi wince.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's a wince.
Okay.
Is he not that piece?
Well, here's the thing. I don't think he's that piece. I think what that move is an attempt to see if he's that piece without having to give up anything. Now, you're giving up $12 million for a 40-year-old who hasn't pitched.
Right.
So that seems kind of silly to me, but you're also not losing any prospects. And I feel like you're kind of preparing us for the fact that they're not going to get a big-name bullpen guy in the trade deadline. You think the same thing?
I think Mason Miller is the key guy, the pitcher for the A's. I don't think it's going to happen. And I think, Jamie, as I alluded in my question to you, I think it's pieces. I think there are multiple things this team needs. We're going to see in the Go Vote what folks think here in Philadelphia think in just a second. But I think this team almost needs an adrenaline shot from somebody.
No, I agree. I agree with that too. Let's bring Stubbs back as a bench coach. No, but here's my question: if Justin Crawford comes up, is he your guy? Is he your trade deadline piece that they didn't trade for?
Does Aaron Nola become that piece if he comes back healthy?
I mean, he's an addition,
right?
100%.
But if you see, to me, the center field, left field combination with Kepler and Marsh and Rojas is kind of Jay Gatsby's Great Wasteland. It's a void area, and the bottom of that lineup still has too many holes.
So how are you going to fix it?
You got to make a trade, and I think that more than bullpen, more than starting pitching, I think the outfield void is the area that has to be addressed. Let's go to the fan cam.
I think the Phillies need more bullpen help. And I think the Phillies need to trade Max Kepler because he is absolutely horrible.
They need a left fielder because Kepler stinks. They need another relief pitcher and a right-handed bat. This is for me. They need a few things, but Robinson, everyone's complaining about. It's better than half the bullpen.
Wait
a second.
Wait, I didn't hear anything he said. I didn't hear a single thing he said.
Kenny, what just happened on our screen?
Well, he wasn't wearing a shirt.
Yeah, that's correct.
And there was a dog licking his head?
There was a dog licking his head that clearly, and I wonder if there were outtakes that we didn't see. I'm a little traumatized right now. I'm not quite sure what happened on our air. Jamie, all right?
Did he have peanut butter on his head?
I don't know.
My dog never. Well, see, I'm not bald.
Well,
my dog never licks my head.
But thank you for sending the video in, Kenny. Here's what you think out there, not about Kenny's dog.
I don't know what Kenny said. I wish I could hear it again. What did he vote for? I don't even know.
The dog wasn't listening either. Most of you out there on the Fox 29 Go Vote think bullpen help numero uno at 85%. My outfielder not getting much traction. Another starting pitcher. Folks must think they have enough starting pitching. Down below at 5%. I want to get back to Dave Dombrowski today because I say you need another outfielder. I think you need more power. I think you need more production. And Dave Dombrowski was asked, what do you think of this team offensively, and what do you need offensively at the deadline? Here's Dave.
It's been hot and cold. Some of that fix has to come internal. It just has to. I mean, it just has to be a situation. You're not going to go out and make a bunch of trades. You can look to supplement, but some of our guys internally, I think we hope will do better.
Says the guys in-house have to do better. You need a little more out of Nick. You need a little more out of JT. What do you need offensively?
All of the above. That sounds to me like he's trying to prepare us that he's not going to make a major move.
And if he does, it's going to be on the pitching side and not offensively.
Right. And maybe we know that Bryce Harper is going to be Bryce Harper. We know these guys, we'll turn it. Schwarber's not going anywhere, but you're right. I think that was a message to the other guys that aren't performing. And maybe he is going to do it internally. Maybe Crawford is the bat. I mean,
sure.
We don't know what kind of bat he'll be up here, but maybe that's what's going to happen.
So you have to look at the big picture, Jamie, and say, all right, is this team right now, there's the potential of a lockout at the end of next season. You've got Schwarber coming up as a free agent. You have JT Realmuto as a free agent. You have Rangers Suarez coming up as a free agent. So a lot of people think, well, maybe your window's closing. Maybe, this team has to win it this season before a lot of these guys walk, before we maybe restructure and rethink this team. And Dave, as we take a look at Rangers Suarez, Dave Dombrowski was asked today, is there a window to win this thing now?
The present guys, at some point you're not going to have everybody back. But I do think that we can keep having a good club for years to come. And it doesn't influence what you're trying to do in that regard, because the reality is we're going to try to win no matter what.
Everybody says you're going to try to win no matter what. Is the window closing?
You have to think that it is, right? I mean, this team's not going to look the same next year. It's not even going to be close, probably.
No team does, but is your core
still? They never do. Schwarber will still be here. Harper will still be here. JT better still be here, but that's going to
That's all the
take
more
a lot
because you don't have that catcher in the system.
To happen. And I do think there's something to be said that there are some replaceable pieces. I do. I think, if you look at that back end, as much as I love Marsh, and I do love him, as much as I love, some of these guys, these pieces like Castellanos, they could bring people in.
Right.
They could do as well, if not better. We don't know how the chemistry will be, but for this team, it's not going to look the same next year.
Trade deadline is 10 days away. Hey, training camp starts tomorrow, they report. We're talking Eagles football when we come back. If you want to join us, 215-915-PHAN. What do you hear what Jerry Jones said today? Eagles report for training camp tomorrow. Final piece of business taken care of today. Safety Andrew Makuba, second-round pick from the University of Texas, is signed. Hail, hail, the gang is all here, or will be when the Eagles start training camp tomorrow. Down the stretch we go with Jamie Apodi. Are you kind of getting that bug ready for a little football?
No.
Okay.
But
okay.
No,
let me do that again.
Season.
Jamie, are you ready for football?
Yeah, let's go.
There you
right.
go. That a girl.
No, it's exciting. It's always exciting. The night before report day, right? Report day tomorrow, and you forget this team won the Super Bowl, so here we go. They get to try to defend it.
Shorter and shorter off seasons, right?
It is. So it feels like football was just here, and now it's going to start again. And can't wait to see what this draft class looks like out there. And we've got all the same pieces.
Nick Sirianni says you sniff perfume, but you never drink it because it becomes a poison. Let's make sure they don't drink the perfume. I want to talk about the Cowboys because the Cowboys have reported to camp in Oxnard, California, and they have an owner who's also the general manager, the water boy, backup quarterback named Jerry Jones. And Jerry did his State of the Cowboys Union.
Oh, I love that.
And Jerry. I'm not sure what Jerry's drinking right now, but listen to Jerry.
A lot of things weren't going right financially for a lot of things. Sports, NFL, a lot of things. And I danced with that devil, and I've danced with it a few other times along the way. So if you think a little bit of what you write is going to deter me from sitting up here doing what I want to do, you're wrong. It's just not going to do it, because I've danced with the devil, the financial devil, and lived to tell about it.
Was the best part of the show that soundbite or Kenny's dog?
That's a toss-up.
If you're a Cowboys fan, are you walking around saying, "Ooh, what did we just hear"?
I mean, they've probably been saying that for years, though.
Have you danced with the devil?
I haven't. I covered Cowboys training camp 22 years ago, and I swear he sounded like that back then.
Maybe there's not a financial devil at that point.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
I like that.
But I don't know the Cowboys. I'm not the king of the Cowboys.
No, there's only one king of the Cowboys. He hasn't been very successful in the last few decades, quarter century. And, it's going to continue that way, I think, if he talks like that.
Do you want does he re-sign Micah Parsons?
I think it's crazy that he is calling out a guy like Micah Parsons.
Thank you.
I think it's nuts. And first of all, what did he say? You were hurt for 6 games and it was only 4. Like, he doesn't even have his numbers right. And
he was dancing.
Yeah, no, I think it's nuts. I think you need him, right?
Thank you.
So I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
There are very few game-changing defensive players in the league, and he is among the top 5 in the league at that.
And he's there.
And he's young.
And he's young, and he's not holding out.
So on day one,
to call him out,
and dancing with the devil.
Dancing with
the devil. We're going to dance our way to a timeout at 215-915-PHNAN. Fox29.com/upload. I've done it before. I don't care what you put in the papers. I care about this show. We'll wrap it up next. We are heading into the end zone of the Fantastic Sports Show. Jamie Pody, we have 30 seconds left in the show. By next Thursday, how many trades do the Phillies make?
Ooh, 2.
2. 4. What positions? Starting pitcher, relief pitching, outfielder.
An outfielder and a bullpen.
All right.
Okay.
And tell your son, as we hope Tanner heals tonight, Tanner, we're all thinking
Thumbs up
about
to
you.
Tanner.
Just watch out when you're swinging a bat and don't get hit with the catcher's glove as the Phillies walked off tonight.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
You can't do that with a pinky.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Hey, we're back tomorrow night. Thanks for being with us. See you then.